Wow, wow, wow is all I can say about this story. So let's get right into it. A report published on Tuesday in one of the biggest daily newspapers in the United States has painted a damning picture of Jamaica as a tourist destination where sexual crimes against visitors, including rapes, are prevalent. In the response to USA Today report, Jamaica Minister of Tourism said it strongly condemns incidents of assault and all other crimes against visitors and citizens alike. But as you guys know, the tourism minister is trying to save her butt and save Jamaica's butt because they don't want to lose money. The article under the headline, Jamaican Resorts Facing a Historical Sexual Assault Problem, states that over the last 7 years, 78 Americans have been raped in Jamaica, roughly 1 U.S. citizens raped each month. The authorities list their sources as the U.S. Embassy, the U.S. State Department, victims, and interviews with attorneys who have allegedly brought lawsuits against some of Jamaica's leading resorts. Hotels name included the Gordon Butch Stewart-owned Sandals Resort and the Spanish-owned Rio Resorts. The newspaper reported also detailed an incident that allegedly happened in a dark laundry room at Sandals Resort property where a 17-year-old victim from Michigan was raped by a lifeguard employed to the hotel. In the process, losing her virginity. So this 17-year-old came on vacation to Jamaica. Some lifeguards raped her and her friend, and the 17-year-old was actually a virgin. Behind the door, her 21-year-old friend was being gang raped by 3 resort lifeguards, the report said. It has been accused lawyers representing Sandals of seeking to deflect the blame from the hotel's employees. 2 Detroit women were allegedly raped last month at gunpoint, and as you guys know, I covered this story from the beginning to the end, and it was Damar Scott who raped these 2 women from Detroit, and they left the island. I'll leave those video links in the description box, in the cue cards above, and also at the end of this video, because those are very good videos that you guys need to watch in depth. When the woman reported the rape to the hotel, staff management told them that they had never heard of this type of assault happening there before. Local officials took the same position, implying that sexual assaults were rare. Following the Rio case in September, the hotel released a statement saying it followed a rigorous security protocol in hiring the accused entertainer coordinator. The accused has since been arrested and charged in connection with the rape of 2 women, during which he was disarmed by one of them and shot twice. It has also emerged that the Justice of the Peace, based in St. Catherine, who wrote the recommendation for Scott to be employed by Rio, the JP, is now reportedly under investigation. Meanwhile, according to multiple victims interviewed by the Free Press, a part of the USA Today network, lawyers, lawsuits, and hundreds of State Departments and U.S. Embassy records, Jamaica has sexual assault problem that it is not confronting. It is said that local tourism industry is well aware of the problem. As the State Department warned in a travel advisory this year, exercise increased caution in Jamaica. Sexual assaults occur frequently even at all-inclusive resorts. Local police lack the resources to respond effectively to serious criminal incidents, the State Department wrote in January 10 travel advisory. The travel advisory was not the first such alarm, as for 3 consecutive years, the State Department issued similar warnings in 2012, 2013, and 2014. Crimes reports stating a special concern continues to be the number of sexual assaults perpetrated by hotel employees at resort hotels on the north coast of Jamaica, and the need for forceful investigation and follow-up by the hotels and by police and other security officials. So then basically said there's a lot of rapes going on in Jamaica. The hotels don't care and the police do not care either. The USA Today report states that in 2017, Jamaica was ranked third most dangerous country for female travelers by Trip by Scanner, as a California-based travel research company that reviews destinations worldwide. Egypt and Morocco topped the list, and Jamaica was third, and I actually did a video on that also. In the meantime, USA Today said that 78 U.S. citizens raped in Jamaica over the past 7 years. A mentally handicapped woman in her 20s, an Indian mother who was gang raped by 3 Cuban soccer players in a resort ballroom stall, a 20-year-old woman raped by 2 men in her hotel, 2 Detroit mothers raped at gunpoint in their room, and a Kent County teenager and her 21-year-old friend gang raped by lifeguards in a locked laundry room at the resort where they were staying. The report notes that perhaps most alarming for tourists is that sexual assaults are occurring inside gated resorts, the place that they are led to believe that they are most safe. And that's very true. Most of these resorts talk about how safe they are and how the tourists are not supposed to go outside of the gates of the hotel because they are not safe, when in truth and in fact, a lot of these criminals, a lot of these predators work at the hotels that they are staying. But that's neither here nor there. They're going to protect their interest, and their interest is money. According to USA Today report, the U.S. Embassy has indicated that 12 Americans were raped in Jamaica in 2017, half of them inside resorts by hotel employees, and that last year. The U.S. government suspects this number may be higher as sexual assaults are often underreported, and the embassy figures don't include victims from other countries. Wow. Despite the alarming report, USA Today has acknowledged that Jamaica has made some progress in tackling the problem. It pointed out the State Department has said that the hotel sex assaults involved Americans dropped in 2016. For example, out of 18 Americans raped in Jamaica last year, just 1 occurred at a resort. But the problem crept back in 2017. Out of a dozen of Americans sexually assaulted in Jamaica that year, 6 were attacked in resorts allegedly at the hands of employees. Sexual assaults against American guests by hotel employees at resort hotels on the North Coast have again risen, the State Department wrote in 2018. The USA Today said that Jamaica Constabulary Force did not respond to multiple requests for comment. Neither did the Jamaica Ministry of Tourism. Wow. I think they would have did a better job at saving their butt and actually giving USA Today a statement acknowledging these people that were raped and actually saying that they're doing their best to prevent it from happening to more visitors. But that's just a shame. Meanwhile, the U.S. Department has requested Jamaica's ability to do anything about the problem, noting its police force is considered underpaid, poorly trained, and understaffed, and that is facts. They didn't tell any lies. Not one lies were told. And when this story came out with Damar Scott, a lot of people were alleging that he was being set up, and tourists come to Jamaica for sex, and rape never killed no woman yet, and all this type of nonsense they were saying in the comment sections of my video. And I was very, very disheartened that people, my people, can still think about rape in those types of ways. Quite honestly, this is very detrimental and damaging to Jamaica as far as tourism is concerned. But I want to read some of these comments. Somebody said, our police officers are poorly trained? ? Yes, they are. This universal problem with unsolved sexual assault cases is truly deeply concerning. I know we can do much better about treating with this situation at the point of eradication, even with poorly trained, underpaid, ill-equipped cadre of officers that have their counterparts in the great US of A and other countries around the world with law enforcement. Together we can. Any such act should have been dealt with as soon as possible. Such perpetrators should be made an example of, publicized. At the same time, one should look into the reason behind the report thousands of tourists are robbed, raped, and murdered in Mexico each year. We know this. Why was this crime not covered by the Observer Gleaner when it happened? And somebody replied, because they underreport most crimes, trying to make Jamaica look like a paradise, and that's facts. A lot of these news entities, they want this perception of Jamaica to be great and how it's a paradise, and in truth and in fact, a lot of stuff is happening in Jamaica, not only to visitors but also to its citizens, and people are not reporting on them and people are not talking about them. When the matter is hidden in Jamaica like it never happened, USA Today tells the world and beyond. Factual. That is facts. And then somebody put in the comment section of this that they're just trying to get money from the resorts. Actually, there's only two persons, the 17-year-old and 21-year-old that was raped, that are suing the hotel. The other victims are not suing, not from anything I have heard or I've seen in the media. Don't quote me, I'm not sure, but the only persons that I've heard sue these hotels for their rape are the 17-year-old and the 21-year-old, and the 17-year-old was a virgin when she was raped. So I can imagine why they are taking it to the law. So it's not necessarily about money, because a lot of these victims don't even want their name in the press, don't want to be known, they want to remain hidden. So comment in.
All them a preach and preach, step over they go beat and teach. Them a jive by and all know them can't reach. Go and back up for your grandmother preach. Them a pussy on the street and me see it. Go over they go beat and teach. Beat and teach. So beat and teach. So beat and teach.